moving on to that one. This one, I think I have more work to do than that one, but we'll see. Here's just again a belly band. There's different types of fabric on the top and on the bottom, also on the back. I had various beautiful and sturdy French fabrics, and this is an antique lace. No, not lace. How do you call that? Sorry, I don't remember the name, but it's antique and it's gorgeous. And yeah, it's just part of the belly band now. And here I just added this, the same thing as the other one, and this ribbon thing. Inside there will be this postcard of a painting. I thought it was really pretty and yeah, kind of poetic. Just a book page. This one is actually distressed. I didn't do it. And you can journal. It's a bird. Journal on the front and on the back. It can be pretty. Okay, so opening this up, here you have the same type of scrappy thing. I don't know how to call that really, but same thing. You can use that to further embellish. This is one of the tag that is included in the sitting room. I think it's number 2, if I'm not mistaken, from Cassie's Digital. It's just some random piece of pattern paper. I love to include these. It's so fun to play with when you get a journal. Here's the same ribbon that goes all the way, and there's a sticker. This is a real notarial deed, book page. I don't know how to call that again. Another of Cassie's Digital, and that's the back. Just added a few collages. That's the picture that is included in that one, the photograph. And you have the stamps again, and just a quote. Moving on to this page, there's a label here. This is a book page, an illustration of a book page. And here's just a few goodies in again. So just like this love letter, an envelope, and a label. Here's avocado dyed paper, and as I said, I like to include bits and pieces that come from magazines or anything really. This I thought was pretty a pretty picture. Here you have a giant playing card and a handmade journaling card. You can actually journal on the back, and there's this lace pocket with these ephemera. This is so pretty. I love the writing on this one too. This comes from a book of painting, and I don't remember. Well, it says Mali, but I'm not sure who it is. I don't remember. Here you get this part of a postcard album, and I just added a vintage postcard. This is some embroidery patterned book page, like embroidery magazine book page. And here's just something I made very quickly with some scraps again. I love working with scraps. But it's like, oh, actually it's a postcard. Okay, so again, I embellish the postcard because it was not pretty. So I just added some scraps and this belly band with a piece of fabric, and I just added some goodies. You could add anything really. I just, again, I like to put things a little bit of random things, just so you can play with different ideas and different things. Sorry, this says everybody's to the garden. Yeah, and this is the beautiful stamp design, the one I showed you. I stamped on the other journal. Another piece of Heather's handmade paper. This is a first issue, day of issue envelope, a French one. Some beautiful lace fabric. This one is one of my favorite spreads from the latest, the newest blue digital kit that Cassie has in her Etsy shop. And how is it called again? Oh, I'm so bad. Forget Me Not is the name, and it's so beautiful. This one is so beautiful. And I backed it with another design. This is like a marble paper. And I clipped this handmade envelope in which you'll get a pretty old cosmetic French label. And just some other goodies inside. Some tickets, some things. You'll see if you get it. And then just some lace ruffle. Some handmade journaling card. There's one like this made with wallpaper in each journal. So this one I just added a few things on it. I stamped one of my favorite stamp design on it. Here's another another pocket filled with some random goodies and just this die cut and photograph. Journaling cards, pattern paper. This is one of my favorite fabric that I own. I know it's very simple, but I love the texture. I love just the stripe and the color, and I just for this one I didn't make a ruffle. I made it. I could just stick it down and sewn on it, and I made this little tail. I thought it was cute. Here is some wallpaper. It's a belly band, and inside you have you have a journaling card with some goodies, stamps, label from Cassie's kit. Sorry, just a second. Sorry, one of my cats wanted to go outside. Here, I just reinforced this old French business document with some William Morris washi tape. And this is just a tuck spot, and I added this document again from 1961. This is the middle spreads. I might add something to it. I'm not sure yet, but I need to stick this washi down again because it's not sticking very well. This is just a painting illustration that I glued. Another postcard. I love this ruffle, this fabric. I don't have any of it left, but I used the last in some kits that I'm going to sell, and these journals. Then on these spreads, there is this beautiful illustration of a woman that's also cut out from a magazine, and I put a pocket here that the recipient can further embellish. There's some stamping, some collages there as well. This is part of a letter. This is a pocket, and I believe I'm going to add more to it. This just, for now, this is just this pretty photograph. I love this one so much. It's a father with his daughter, and it's from 47 April. This was part of, I got it in a bundle that I purchased some time ago. This is like an old watercolor painting, and so I just made a tuck spot out of it, and there's some random pieces here. This is a French, an old French telegram. It's really delicate, and it's dated from 1919. I love this fabric so much. I only had like a small piece, so I made tabs with it. Here's just another pocket, and I just added this illustration from the Chateau de Blois, so you can journal on the back if you'd like to. There's another tuck here, actually. Some ruffles here. This is a handmade journaling card. I think it's so simple but so pretty, with these delicate pieces of lace and like embroidery trim. This is some avocado dyed paper, and that was another postcard that I embellished. And here's just a journaling spot again. Simple but beautiful, I think. Such a beautiful spread that Cassie's made. And this is the back pocket with my card, again from one of her digital kits. And this is the back. So that's for this one. So one more to go, and that's the last one, which has the cover. Well, the cover is a little bit more bright, I would say, like colorful. There's this like gorgeous bright red roses postcard, and this is I believe it's antique actually. Here it says 03. I'm not sure, but maybe it's just I'm not sure, but it's really old, and it's so beautiful. And so you have this religious piece of ephemera, like a scrap, and this is the cover, like the fabric I used for this one. This one is actually not a belly band, I made a mistake. This one is a pocket, and there's like different trims. I hope you can see well. I'm showing. Ooh. Yep. And there's also this thing. Some sari from boho tree. That's the back. Ooh. That's also some sari from boho tree. So when you open that one up, you'll get the same kind of, it's not a booklet, but there's this gorgeous velvet blue, deep blue velvet trim, and some other pieces of fabric. This I left it blank just because I was about to make a collage, and then I thought, okay, just stop with your collages and just let the recipient enjoy collaging himself. I don't know. So I didn't do anything here. Some ruffle, sticker, beautiful digital. This one is actually, it comes from another set of kit, like a digital kit. Here we have ledger paper, beautiful vintage postcard. This is the photograph from that one. This lady who is has her basket and she's going somewhere. And this is it's actually English from 38. There are 2 pages, I believe. The stamps, another set of goodies here that are clipped with this love letter. This is, I believe it's cabbage dyed. I got these papers from Chantal from Red Page Cafe. I love these so much. Sorry, the light is getting a little bit darker. It's kind of not getting late, but I guess I filmed a little bit late today. Anyway, then I made this tuck spot in which I added some random postcard of a castle and some old, it was like a calling card. Oh, and I forgot to show you, but on each journal you'll get, the recipient will get this kind of crystal. It had a hole here, so I just pinned it with this, but you can remove it and use it in another place if you'd like to. But I thought it was really pretty. Looks like something that went in a chandelier. So yeah, just thought it was cute. Am I on frame again? Yep. Here's the first day of issue envelope. This one has the Marianne, French Marianne, and there's a little bit of purple and gold going on these threads. This is a tuck with the die cut. Ooh, I need to glue that down. Just a minute. Here we go. Some botanical illustration. Here I made a triple like tuck spot, and there's this one, the smaller one, which has some small cutouts. The middle is actually altered envelope that was junk mail and had this window, and just a collage again on a postcard that I didn't like, and it can be a journaling card. And I just stamped a butterfly here, and this is the last pocket made out of scrapbooking paper, and I added just a illustration. It's all about blues in these journals, so I thought C illustration was appropriate to add this little bit there. I did a lot of stamping as well in this one, so here's my fave stamp. I love these threads. It's so simple, but just having this beautiful writing paired with some like beautiful illustration and wallpaper, I think it's really pretty. So journaling cards, handmade with wallpaper and scraps. And this is just a cutout again from the Toulouse-Lautrec French painter book, and I just added a stamp. I don't know why, because it was pretty. And this one, the pocket with handmade paper, is here, and there's a painting here from Bonington. I don't know that painter, but I like the colors. And there's a letter from the 60s. I like the handwriting on this one too. Some collage and ruffle. Here's a handmade journaling card. just with random bits and stamping again. And there you have. So as you can see, I tried my best to leave some spreads completely blank or with really simple embellishments, so the recipient can actually have fun and embellish themselves in the journals. This is a beautiful illustration of a lady. This is part of one of Cassie's digital, and this is a journaling card, and I just added this sari trim. Some French business document, and this is actually the centerfold. And this is what I was talking about with that like piece of illustration and those scraps that I glued and stitched together. This is the same kind of thing, but this one I glued on the page, so it's already a tuck spot. But I like how it looks. Like you can see the rough edges on some parts, and then there's this beautiful illustration in the middle. Some goodies inside that lace pocket. Stamped coffee dyed paper for journaling space, pattern paper like a very old photograph. You can of course move things around and remove stuff used in other journals if you'd like to. That's just some supply I like to put in my journals. This is a handmade journaling card you can journal on the back. I'm not gonna take it off because this is a rusty pin, so I don't want to take any risk and, you know, like stain the fabric. But you have this a piece of upholstery fabric and this little charm. I think in the back it says something. Oh yeah, it says forever love. Okay. Another painting. I think I'm adding paintings, like painting illustrations, a lot in my journals, just because they're full of colors and movements, and it just gives so much interest. And also it's so pretty made out, like if you make it as a pocket or journaling card or anything really, but just the colors and the brush strokes, it really adds something to a page, I feel. It's just a very simple tuck spot, and inside this part of a digital kit. And this one I didn't want to put it as a page just because it's not really the same color scheme, but I also wanted to use the whole kit, so I included this here. This is just a French ephemera from the 50s, sorry. A pocket with some random scraps. This illustration of an old document, and this is just a piece of Tim Holtz scrapbooking paper. This pocket was initially in another journal, well, the journal that I showed you yesterday, but I decided to put it inside this one instead. In this pocket we have a few goodies inside. So we have this French telegram and some random piece of ephemera and this pretty scrapbooking paper. Here it's just a scrap of paper that I turned into some sort of tag. This was part of a kit from Cassie. And the last pages and like ephemera. This is a religious like ephemera. And this is a handmade like journaling card I made out of illustration stamps and mostly scrap on the back. and just a journaling card. This was also like it came with a kit, and I just made it as a tuck spot. So, okay, let's see. Yeah, so you can tuck your stuff here. Added a, oops, there's some cat's hair again. Added some stamping and picture, and that's it for this one. Whew, so that was a long video too. I'm getting a bit tired of talking and thinking of what I'm going to say. But I hope it was not too, I hope it was good and that you will find it maybe a bit inspiring. Maybe. So yeah, I will make a final flip through once I bind these 3 journals, and I will upload it on Instagram as usual with no talking at all, so you can also see that one if you'd rather to. But yeah, in the meantime, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.